Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ron's Wisdom Wednesday. I was going to talk some more about how positive thinking and how the input of things that we do on a daily basis really impact our performance, but I came up with a different idea last night. Now, the Ron's Wisdom Wednesday actually came from a friend of mine, a guy named Josh Cox, and he suggested there were lots of things trivial things that I seem to know that he thought would be of benefit to others if we just told them in a manner of just kind of friends talking to each other. So that's what I try to do each week on my little video that I prepare. And this week I came up with a completely different idea. I thought I'd talk about something totally different. Now, many of you know I had a few health issues this summer. First time in my life I've ever been in a hospital since I was born. I'm blessed with pretty good health, but something crept up on me. I ended up having 3 surgeries. So one of the things that I noticed was after the surgeries, I was having a hard time recovering from the anesthesia. And also after the third one, I started gaining a lot of weight. And I consulted with a surgeon and they said, well, that has to do with your metabolism and it takes a while for your body to recover from the effects of the anesthesia. And that's kind of normal. Well, that didn't set real well with me. I didn't need to gain any more weight, believe me. So I started doing some investigation and some research into what I could do proactively to help with this. And guess what I came up with? Tea. Evidently, tea is really a great component of any weight loss program and has unbelievable benefits. So I printed out a few of them. And the first one that I have right here is it increases your metabolic rate. That's exactly what I needed. It said studies indicate that green tea raises metabolic rate, speeds up fat oxidation, and improves insulin sensitivity and glucose tolerance. I needed that. Boost mental alertness. Who doesn't need that? Lowers stress hormone levels. Drinking of tea can lead to lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol after a stressful event. And fourthly, weight loss and cholesterol control. So, man, I jumped right over. Now, we have a local company called Stash Tea. Matter of fact, they're located right in this little city that Sharon and I live in, and they're about 4 or 5 blocks away. And so I went over to the headquarters and talked to them. And they suggested first I start with oolong tea. So that's what I've been drinking now for about 6 weeks. I have 1 cup in the morning. I've never been a coffee drinker, but I do like the tea. And I now have lost about 6 pounds over my maximum weight that I went up to. And I attribute a great deal of it to my regimen of tea. Now, I'm also eating properly. For example, last night for dinner, we had a 3-ounce piece of salmon, some kale, and sliced tomatoes. So we're eating reasonably. We're getting some exercise in, and we're drinking green tea, or in this case, oolong tea. So that might be a suggestion if a lot of us are battling with weight and stress and those types of things. Add tea to your diet and see how that helps you out. So thanks for joining Ron's Wisdom Wednesday, and we'll see you next week.